So I'm going to leave this basic arrangement where it is. I'll name these tracks though, so it's easier to see, tweak them for a bit until I think they're nice and usable. And then you'll have a nice little set of bonus patches with the course. Just a couple of things I've done here. I've added 2 of the patches we made earlier on in the course, the evolving lead, which is pitched down here. So I'm playing a slightly lower F, and I've sped up the envelope on it a little bit so it's a bit faster. If you remember, envelope 2 was being used on that patch, just coming up and down. I'm sure you remember. Anyway, here's what that sounds like. It's playing looping notes lasting for a bar each. No, 2 beats each. So yeah, the envelope just was a bit longer before. So didn't have enough time for it to complete its cycle. I sped it up so it can go up and down twice each bar now. And I've also just used a filter in live here to roll off the bottom. So it kind of goes quite nicely with the bass. Could probably use a little bit more dynamic movement, maybe some side chaining or something, so it's not quite so constant, but I think it sounds pretty good. And I've also used the plucky Reese lead, which I've tweaked a little bit and made a little bit shorter and snappier. And it's playing a sort of little riff up the octave to kind of preempt the bass. It's playing the first 3 notes of the bass, and I'm also doubling it when the bass is playing. So it's kind of a little intro to the bass coming in the last 2 bars there. So all those parts together. And then, of course, yeah, you've got the intro just before that where I'm bringing that lead in early on as well, but I've got a bit of a fade on it on the so the track volume coming up on the first 16 bars there, just so it fades in. Yeah, and other than that, we've just got our 2 intro sounds and then our 2 FX in the middle there. So it's kind of the start of an interesting arrangement. And I thought it'd be nice just for you to see that, so you can see how you can use Serum with just one synth in your collection to create most, if not all, of the sounds in your track and still get loads of variety in there and yeah, an awesome sound. And final thing I just wanted to do was just add a couple of crash cymbals just to emphasize a few of the transitions. And I've reversed it so that it creates this kind of mini riser to also come into some sections, like halfway through the breakdown here, and also throughout the drop section. So I hope you've enjoyed this module and learnt all sorts of techniques for using Serum to build up the different sounds in a track, both to create the patches themselves and then to see how you can develop them with automation and so on. So yeah, I'll leave that there and we'll close this module just by playing through the arrangement.